What's up, y'all? My name is Mike Dam, and this is the time I was somewhere I definitely wasn't supposed to be. You ever walk into a room and immediately feel like you're not supposed to be there? Like everyone else in the room has an invitation but you? But then by the end of it, you're like the main character in the story? This is how that happened. It was Juneteenth, 2021. I believe it was a Saturday. And I was at home. I think I was just having one of those days where I was just in my bed, didn't really have plans. And I got a text. It was from my friend Timar, basically saying, hey, Issa Rae's writing camp is happening today. I'm inviting you, Mike. I was like, heck yeah. So, I got ready. I'm excited. I go get weed. I'm just like getting all my variables that I need. So I drive there. I think it was like downtown. It took a while. And I'm just like in my head preparing myself like it's a game. Like I'm thinking about all the songs that I want to write. I'm listening to the radio, seeing if I could pick up any like nuances from certain songs that I'm hearing. I'm just really geeked up. I'm like, they about to witness the wrath of Mike Dam. I get there, and as I'm walking in, I see all the artists that are there. And they're eating lunch, and I'm looking, and immediately I just got nervous. My heart started beating. And that confidence that I had that like I'm going to come in here and show them who I am immediately left. I was scared to death. And I walk up to the front desk where the reception was. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Just trying to be confident, but I'm not. And she's like, hi, how may I help you? Like, she's like, what are you doing here? Like everybody who's supposed to be here has been here. Who are you? So I'm telling her, hey, I'm Mike Dam. Timar invited me. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, Timar, Timar, she signed to Issa. She said I'm her guest for the day. She's like, guest for the day? Hold on. So right now, I'm just like, yep, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have came. This was not authorized. So then the girl walks off. It's confusion on everyone's face, but I could tell there was a point to where they were just like, it's Mike, like we know Mike, just like let him in. So I'm in there with them, and I'm going in like rooms with different producers and other artists. So, I'm starting to feel confident. So I hear a beat or two, and I'm like throwing out ideas. I can't see it. Blind to the eyes. I hear it in your face. Who's cloud surprise? Oh. So then I'm walking around to different rooms. I see a room, like a glass room. And you can see through it, and there's like a few producers in there and a few artists in there. And I'm looking around, and some people are writing, some people are humming, some people are just sitting. And then I look over in the corner, in another corner, and I see a guy named Fur, who I actually know, who is a friend of mine. So I walk over to him, and I'm like, yeah, man, this is a nice beat. He's like, yeah, I got this line, man, but I don't know. So I'm like, let me hear it. So he sings it to me, and he's like, something like my paradise, something like my paradise. They say her business is thriving. It's something like a paradise. Yeah. And he's like, that's all I got. And I was like, oh, I like that. And I'm like, everything I dreamed of happened there before my eyes. And he's like, ooh, I like this. So he starts writing, I start writing. So we're writing together. Like I'm writing on my notes, he's writing on his notes. I'm adjusting what he's saying, he's adjusting what I'm saying. And people are like stopping what they're doing, what they're writing, and just like, wait, I like that. So they start helping out with the writing, with the vocals, with the run. That's it. That's it. Next thing you know, the whole room has surrounded me and Fur. Everyone's behind him, supporting him. It's literally like a team of Avengers just came together and started forming this song. They start playing the song throughout the room, and everyone, like one by one, everyone in the camp starts walking into the room. Everyone, people are looking through the glass. Like, wow, and I just like took it. I'm like, I took a step back and like looked at all these people singing the song that I helped start. In that moment, I remember texting Cam. I remember texting them like, yo, I'm literally in a room with my favorite artists giving them suggestions. And guess what? That song never saw the light of day. Because of that moment, Fur and I built a trust. He built a trust in me. That was 5 years ago. We've been working together ever since. There's plenty of projects, plenty of albums, plenty of rollouts, plenty of social media clips and assets that I do for Fur, all because of that moment. So it might not have amounted to what I envisioned was the song blowing up and I get credit and then I can start writing a whole bunch of songs for other people. It didn't happen that way. But the way it happened, I needed that piece of confidence, especially in that moment. Like that moment probably kept me going for another 5 years. You know what I'm saying? That moment contributed to 5 more years of me saying, you know what, I can do this. And those little moments like that accumulate. They provide the foundation for your confidence. So when you look back and when you have made it, you look back at those moments like, damn, if it wasn't for that moment, I probably would have quit like the next week. I probably would have quit that year because I was just like, there's no hope. But those moments of hope, confidence really push me forward. So if you ever feel like you don't belong, just like stick it out, you know, because that feeling is natural. That's the time I was in a space where I did not belong.